Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. How are you? I have to say I've been feeling really good, although I've had little sleep. So I'm not going to make it too long. I had 2 nights of little sleep. Anyway, so I've been moving also again. And obviously there are a lot of activations and upgrades taking place. This is what's unfolding is beyond massive. I mean, this is completing everything we've been working on forever. Divine unions is what it's all about. That's for me Ascension. And it's completing. So the heart and the mind have fully merged and unified as one and are now in coherence, in agreement, in balance and harmony. And they're both healing as this happens. So the twin flames, or again, the original tribes, the founder races, Graillines, which we are part of, have already corrected the mind control programming, overwritten it with God's source consciousness as they embody this within their Hierogamic Union template. As we come to Hierogamic Union, within, it happens without, that's really us igniting the unity field. It's also connected to the tri-wave threefold founder flame that we are embodying within the new template of the Androgenous Christos-Sophia, Krystar SAphiRA, or Christos-Sophia, or the Androgenous Albion body in a blueprint. So basically our diamond sun body. And I see, and I've spoken about this for a while now, a new template of the triple diamond sun body coming online, like a new indigo type 4. And basically that encompasses 72 strands of triple helix DNA. And together the twin flames make the 144. There are, so it's like as if the core of the cosmic monad was missing. So I'm going to try and put this into numbers, but it's more like codes. So the core cosmic monad is 12 plus 3 as 1, so 13 really instead of 12, because the 12 are around the 1, which is in the center. And then they have, it's times 12. So 12 times 12 is 144. So it's 144 around the 12 or 13. And that's what's literally igniting the new blueprint from within. So I've been seeing today on, so yesterday the 20th, these activations coming fully online in the field, which I'm also holding with the field of the 1808 and 2608 activations of the royal weddings, completing our ascension. Join us. I would love if we could get like a few more people on board. That would be great. The twin flames. If we could get it to 72 people live, that would be amazing on Saturday. Anything is possible, as people can see clearly and can see me clearly and what I'm talking about and how all of this actually works, because this field holds the Cosmic Kryst blueprint. That's what I'm here to embody. In every field I hold, with the Grailline container, the Ascension Express, and every call, activation I hold, these are sacred containers. So this is an ongoing container. So as soon as you sign up, get a ticket, so to say, you're part of that field and the activation starts. And depending on what still needs to be corrected in your blueprint, different things can happen. These are very powerful fields, but they work via intention. So you can also disconnect at any point if you need to. And just, again, make the intention. It's a very intelligent field, and ultimately your higher self, team, higher identities, and source are in charge over your individual field that's fully sealed within, fully protected within. Like, this has the highest protection, this activation, because it's bringing everything home, everything I've ever worked on. It's beyond 1 or 2 calls, because you basically get 2 calls and 3 activations. So 1 is still to happen, and 1 has already happened, but we didn't quite finish it because some interference wanted to play out. And I just needed to close it down and clear the field and go into it and sort that out. before we can fulfill this. And I can also see the divine perfection, because there's so much that needs to happen between the 18th and the 26th, and is happening. So it's a sacred divine union process right now completing between the twin flames, the original twin flames, who hold this divine blueprint of the 144 as the cosmic monad. And again, we're all part of this within their blueprint, within their DNA. So as they fully unify now, spirit and matter, their body and soul, this all completes. And the unification of the heart, mind, and that healing enables this, because it enables us to unify the higher and the lower, fully heaven and earth, so to say, in the higher and lower bodies. Because there was a divide, a schism between the mental and spiritual bodies. So amazing divine union activations taking place. Thank you so much for everyone who's been part of this field. This is really powerful. Okay, if you still want to take part, again, this is an ongoing mission, operation, activation taking place. And then we finish this off, if we're still here for the 26th. I need to look at these screens with a call and activation there. Also, a quick note on, so the details are in the description box. Before I forget, so basically, a message that came in, it's 1 ticket per person, okay? You cannot, I know some people like to share my activations with other people. It's not fully respectful of my work and what it really, you know, the value it holds. Although I understand when people do this, okay? And so to say, the times we're in. But this activation especially, this is a field that is being held, and it's intelligent, and it's like, as you again buy the ticket, you're entering this field. It's a very potent healing field, activation field, miracle container, quantum space, and you know, God knows, and kind of is counting in that sense. All right. So this is a really highly potent field where we're anchoring a lot of frequency and a lot of activations right now, completing this collective orgamic union process on behalf of the 144, making the miracles happen. Because that's what we're here for. Okay, so people who believe in this, who believe in me, believe in themselves, that we can fully complete this now and make this happen, and remember that they came here to complete their mission with me. Okay, and if you're guided to, please join me, because it's really amazing what's unfolding. Also, what I found, oh yeah, and I can't refund these things, okay? Because it's a digital item. I can't take it back. Once you have access, you have access. I can't revoke it, but you can disconnect from the field, okay, energetically. But I can't refund you the money, okay? It's just not technically possible. If you have a problem with that, send me an email. But that's just, that also what it says in the description box. So anyway, so part of that activation and the last one from the 13th, both contain the bonus of the Cosmic Kryst Tribal Shield activation, and I really can highly recommend it. I listened to it for the 2nd time today, and it really clears out the field massively. It shields you, clears out all the black magic, and really activates your crystal and diamond sunlight body, plasma body. Really, really powerful. It's really comprehensive, 25 minutes, 24. And it's recommended to do it 3 times within a space of 7 days, just to speed up this process, and it really amplifies it. Once is enough, but if you feel guided to, I can do it maybe 3 times. I'm gonna do it because I really could feel today. It's like, each time you listen, it's a bit different, and I could listen to all of it. Oh yeah, a note on this, and I got a new microphone and I'm just getting used to it, and I didn't know how sensitive it is. So I will, there's a little bit of kind of annoying, like noises that I prefer not to be there, but I'm also being assured, the keys and codes are all there. It's the same as the activation from the 18th is in the end, it's not, because I paused it and thought we would continue, but then we didn't, but I was guided to leave it as it is. So it's in a way not perfect, but it is perfect. I listened to it today also, and it's really potent in getting us into this multidimensional space. Like we're tripping right now. Huge DMT release. We are entering, this is huge multidimensional merging. What the twin flames are doing through merging spirit and body. Okay, the physical and the unmanifest, spirit and matter. Okay. So, and again, it's happening within us, no matter how you feel about that label anyway. Everybody has a twin flame, so to say. That's what you want to focus on in your field. And a beautiful message that also came through a sister today from her twin, her masculine, was that he's always there protecting her. And it's like beautiful because for her, it was like, you know, like it was confirmation, I think, from all ends in a way. Because sometimes, you know, the feminine, like we both feel separate from the other, but that's what they're fully transcending right now. Beyond all the mind control and all the fear matrix, it's the same. Okay, all the mind control programming, fully overwritten as the mind fully surrenders to the heart and God consciousness takes over as we are fully embodying the Cosmic Kryst, and the God body, the crystal cathedral, comes fully online. Like amazing activations happening right now, really. The Amrita is being released from our pineal and pituitary gland, and you know, our heart and mind are unifying as one. I'm going to leave a couple of links below about the but basically the Amrita, or the spiritual oil. It's also known as the crystal waters. The crystal waters are also really the plasmas. That's also what they are called, or you know, are interconnected with. That's really when I talk about, you know, the diamond white flame. It's the plasma waters, it's the auroras that I work with. So this is really the crystal waters, and they're really helping us heal the morphogenetic field, all of the distortions, miasms, and again, that Cosmic Kryst shield, tribal shield activations, again, it's healing the morphogenetic field of the planet, Cosmic Kryst blueprint, ours, okay, and every little helps. It's really, really good. You can also access it separately for just 11.11. It really is, I can only recommend it. And even though it's not perfect, so to say, the sound, okay, I'll be sure now to improve on that. Just right at the end. So, no, not right at the end. Sorry, the other one. Anyway, it's still perfect. You know, it's the same. Like I used to like go over my posts 100 times, and even after I posted them and kept changing and editing them. These days, even if afterwards I see like I've written the wrong word or you know, made a mistake, I now just basically usually leave it. Because it's just, I just need to just put them out and leave it. Put it out and leave it. It's like, it's perfectly imperfect. You know, the codes are there. The encryption, what is an encryption behind anything you're, you know, watching or reading, taking part in activations, healings, anything like this, is the energy. That's the frequency. So the frequency I emit, I know the keys and codes in the blueprint I hold, and it's beyond the words I use, even if I might get a word wrong here and there. It's the frequency I transmit, as I keep speaking about, but really it's, you know, it's your energy signature. It's what I'm streaming. It's God's source consciousness from the Godhead. So the Amrita fluid is being released, and it's really also correcting the brain. And I mean, our synapses have been building, and the right and the left brain is being unified again. All of these principles, okay, higher lower self, pineal pituitary gland, and it's also connected to the Kundalini or Kundalini, you know, extended Kundalini current rising. And I'm just reading out, and I'm going to leave the link below from Ascension glossary, also on what divine union really is about, because it's really about light body rehabilitation and building. And again, take it all as it resonates and leave the rest. I don't agree with everything on Ascension glossary or energetic synthesis. You know, certain things I disagree with and so forth. So, but I always found it a good tool for my ascension process, generally speaking, that then, you know, kind of activates more remembering. But I always, you know, take bits and pieces and kind of leave the rest, so to say, which I would always recommend and do say. So, because it's about remembering, us remembering the truth, okay, rather than learning it. It's different. So in Tibetan Buddhism, this is the source of the white drop that descends to the heart center, where it mixes with the ascending red drop, attain an enlightened body and mind. All this activity is seen as a cosmic sex act in the head. The phallic-shaped pineal gland releases a pure white liquid light that impregnates the nearby bilobed pituitary gland, which then releases hormones in the blood that inaugurate a second spiritual puberty in the body. Okay, that's the Amrita, or the spiritual oil, the Christ oil, also known, or the crystal water. And again, we also work with the crystal waters, the auroras in our field, and that really helps with the rehabilitation of all the damage that has been done. 144, Kunasena Teate. So really, we're fully healing our morphogenetic field. This is healing everything right now, the divine unions, okay? And you really need to go within right now and really slide realities, because they're, as they transcend all the fears, judgments, all illusions of separation, all false projections, also time, space, and gravity. So they're literally merging right now, like, you know, that's like kind of, you know, you're imagining yourselves already being together. And that's also like what I'm getting at the moment is that, you know, for example, if the feminine is waiting for the masculine to act in the physical, it's like she needs to focus on the spiritual merging, because she's like the Holy Spirit. So she's bringing that spiritual energy into the body. And also what's happening right now, huge Amoria activations, like huge heart activations. I've been working with the crystal heart grid a lot, and the diamond heart grid, and putting extra security around the emerald heart network hubs and stargates, and really, like, I mean, it shields up, you know, this is the finale. Just, you need to no more bullshit on all layers and levels, but seriously, like, the field I'm working with is literally invincible. But again, each person is still, you know, you still have your own field to take. You need to become fully sovereign, okay? Nobody can do this for you, but being connected to my field does help a lot, potentially, if you also put the work in. Again, it's a both end, you know. Again, nobody can do this for us. And but being connected to the right people, places, things, activations, healings, groups, you know, teachers, so forth, is very important. And people are now, so people who are, you know, there's a big shift in the consciousness happening again, because again, you need to fully shift the way you're looking at things for reality to shift. And again, there's been a lot of mind control programming in all layers and levels of the spiritual community and teachings, okay? All of us. So really, it's all about you remembering your own gnosis, and I'm really just here to remind you of that. So really this week, really tune in, especially those taking part in my activation, okay? The field we're holding here together, it's so powerful right now. And again, each person feels different at different times, experiences this differently, will pick up on different keys and codes, depending on what I've already cleared, what I can pick up on, okay? And yeah, it's looking really good. So, what did I want to say about that? What we have done as well. I touched the microphone there again. Even like the noise. I'm learning, okay? So one thing that's so important again, the twin flames, what it is about Ascension also is polarity integration, integrating the paradoxes, okay? And I talked about this at length, and the false perceptions and projections that are causing the reversals, the inversions within our blueprints and the consciousness. It's all interlinked. In that call, the first part, so to say, because you get two calls, so the one from the 18th and the one from the 26th, in this, you know, package, so to say, of the royal weddings. And I spoke about this in length, because this really is clearing in a big way right now, and this is what's causing the huge shift in the consciousness, aka realities. And it's again, the mind the ego mind dying its final death because it sees it's been, you know, psychotic. This has been a mass psychosis. This is what a false ego does. You live in inverted, and you keep co-creating unconsciously, sleep behind the steering wheel, these fake realities. So as we remember, we're the master of the dream. We're now taking full control. There's a huge powering up happening, okay? Like we're in a cosmic womb, but it's like you're in all realities simultaneously. You've already been rebirthed, you're rebirthing in a cosmic womb, you're merging all of your multidimensional selves, you're, you know, with your twin, it's all happening simultaneously. Like this is massive multidimensional merging happening on all layers and levels, because it's happening within our own field from the one Cosmic Kryst. Again, all 15 dimensional layers and beyond. It's 144 plus 3 is 1. The whole, you know, again, it's just becoming one God source consciousness field, the new divine organic creatrix field. So this is fully completing with the divine unions. So let's make this happen. Keep merging, keep going intuitively within. Do your own kind of ceremony of merging with your twin. It really feels like I'm being really guided to really look after myself, self-care. We're just trying to, you know, let go and have fun, because I work a lot. And I find it very hard kind of not, as you can see, to do this. It's like a partner now. But it just, you know, it's a happening. So remember, it's a happening. We're all being played by God ultimately. Oh my God. My right hip has been hurting today. It's been weird. I know it's my masculine as well. But there's much progress happening. The twin flames, literally. Oh yeah. So the feminine to focus on the spiritual, because, you know, she's here also to, that's what she embodies, the spiritual consciousness, to God connection. And the masculine, the physical, and, you know, because she wants physical action from the masculine, or he needs to physically rise, you know, to divine masculine in the field generally. That's what needs to happen. Again, we're speaking more about energies and principles, but this also may and does play out within gender roles, and especially between the twin flames. So, and as the masculine wants this to kind of be happening more spiritually without him kind of doing anything, because he's also felt stuck, okay? And we've all felt stuck because of all this fucking black magic and all the interferences playing out and all of the fuckery. And because of all the cycling in karmic loops and programs. So anyway, and he then needs to put action in, physical action. Like that's what I see. So they meet in the middle. Because again, it's not just about imagining. You need to be the balance between the masculine and feminine. The balance also means we need to fully, as they integrate the distorted polarities, and this is done, okay? We're within the core of the cosmic monad, and it's just rolling out. The Love-Bliss Wave is here, it's sweeping us all away and up, up, up and away, okay? Back to heaven on earth, all the way back home to one another. And that's what the twin flames are for one another. It's like heaven on earth. They are that frequency of home. And we're bringing heaven down to earth and merging it, okay? So it's making the physical and the spiritual, merging it. It's not just disappearing into the spirit. We're not just descending into light and leaving our physical body behind. We are doing a new version of Ascension. That's what I see and being shown. So you carry God's source consciousness, but you're still also fallible in your physical body as well as crystallizing and transforming at a very physical level, but we're not ascending out of our body. Okay? We're taking this with us, we're transforming it like a butterfly. And the transformation is ultimately happening through fire, water, plasmas. So, and it's also what the masculine and feminine bring together, fire and water. So, a lot of physical symptoms for some, a lot of crystal palace activations, you know, it's all the synapses, the right and left brain, our wings, fully rebuilding, coming online, our light body. Okay, so really right now, full transformation into butterfly time. Okay, take one now moment to the next. You never know what's next, but I can feel all of this heavy density is literally like this is like No more going through deep, dark, heavy lifting. At least I know I'm there. Again, everybody has their own blueprint, and yeah, you need to, just keep quantum merging with your fully ascended, already healed self, as well as, again, you just face and are present with whatever you need to face, especially if you, for example, have been falsely projecting or suppressing things. But once you get it and leave your ego behind, it's really just done. It's just your ego who's resisting and having problems with who's at fault here. It's like, just get rid of the victim, because when you're operating at the frequency of the victim, and often people are not aware of it, okay, you draw the victimizer to you. And right now we're just in our full power, and the victim-victimizer game is done. That makes, once the victim has disappeared, there's no more victimizer. Because it's like magnets pulling each other. We're getting rid of these extremes of polarity. And it's just going to be like this, okay? It's no more victims, no more victimizers, as well as, you need to take responsibility, as well as give responsibility if people are behaving like assholes. You know what I mean? You need to speak the truth. You can't just let it pass. We need to speak the truth. We need to bring in the divine justice. Okay? No more afraid to speak the truth ever. So I'm gonna almost leave it at this, I think. So we just, the divine feminine right now, basking in the energy of self-love, self-care. It's like unattached to anything. It's just fully at home, whole within the self, again, within us all. Okay, with your heart, with your guidance, with fully confident, okay, as well as perfectly imperfect. But you really trust your inner knowing and guidance and heart, okay? Your inner wisdom. It's everything. More comes from there. And it's like she's preparing herself for the wedding, literally. That's also, you want to merge your whole reality, every thought, word, feeling, belief, action with what you're perceiving is happening in the field, and it's all of the density, all of the interference, all of the mind control, all of the karmic shit is fully lifted. Finally, we can see clearly again, and we can really create, our ancient future, so to say, that has already happened, fully merge with that, slide with that already ascended version of you. It's already there, it's always there, as well as we're merging with it and making it happen. What you need to keep, again, it's one step after another, but really also intuitively tune into this. You hold all the wisdom and codes within you, beyond anyone offering you a healing or activation. This is ultimately me activating the healing within you, as well as us bringing in these collective activations for the Cosmic Kryst to fully activate in a new divine organic creative field. They are very important, they're very powerful. And it makes it happen. I know this. So, I need to write people, as well as, the more the merrier, it's both ends, so to say. So anyway, if you'd like to join me, feel guided to the details are below. Also like, share, subscribe, comment. All of this helps. Thank you so much for all your support. Any donations, thank you, thank you, thank you, truly, to help me do my mission, literally. And we all do our part, We wanted to support one another. Especially now, we need to come together. We need to speak from the heart. This is what heals, even difficult conversations, okay? I know I trigger people. It's like, I need to be, it's okay. And, you need to be okay with triggering people, as long as you stand with the truth and, again, bring coherence to the one consciousness. You do it for the right reasons. It's not about, yeah, let me trigger people. You know what I mean? It's just about, you see what's needed in the field, what needs to be corrected. And you want to ultimately help people with the truth. It's what sets people free, even if temporarily they might be like, or like hate on you or whatever, project onto you. But this, again, my field is fine. So that doesn't work anymore. And it's going straight back at the center right now. Generally, as we fully seal our field, that's just what happens. Because we don't take on other people's projections. It's a whole conscious thing as well. What's happening in our field, in our consciousness. And consciously, like making the unconscious conscious, and then very consciously, like you don't take it personally anymore. It's a projection of themselves. Once you have healed yourself and you can really discern what's what, that's important. because often again we can see it with other people, but not with ourselves. The trigger is the giveaway, okay? So celebrate the triggers. It helps you to integrate all pieces, and it's happening massively. So right now, over the next few days, especially, like always now, I mean, it's imminent, massive quantum shifts fully completing. Like the Love-Bliss Wave is here. It's shifting everything forever. It's unconditional love between the twin flames. It's beautiful. I had tears today of joy. Just good change. Not to that, like, I don't really cry that much anymore. Here and there sometimes. But yeah, we all have sometimes phases, you know, that happens more than others. But now the happy tears are coming through. Again, the happiness is replacing the misery, okay? And the oneness is replacing the loneliness, so to say, which is actually all aloneness, or alone, feeling alone, is all oneness. That's where you find, again, when you merge with the oneness, you understand really at certain points, oh wow, that's really just me here, just one. And you can sometimes feel really alone within the oneness. That's why we projected one another onto the screen, so there's more fun as well as challenging. It's the both end. Okay, so it's all about taking full responsibility, accountability for our realities, co-created. It's the both end. Again, give it, take it, see who is playing what role, as well as understanding it's a happening, especially as you fully surrender to source. And especially everything you ever thought you believed in. Okay? It has to be shown the truth. Keep connecting to source. Again, you need to hone your skills, your gifts, your abilities, your connection to source, okay? And it's really from the heart. Really, again, it's not quantum science. Should you really need to do a certificate in order to connect to source, that kind of thing? No. It's like a child would pray to God, so to say. So it is for us to keep reminding one another that we affect one another, because we're all quantum entangled, as well as not, you know, losing our own needs within the oneness, and always kind of choosing what's in the highest good for all, okay, in every now moment. So each now moment is different, okay? It's a both end. Service to all, not just service to self, and not just service to others. Again, we merge shadow and light, the higher lower self, masculine, feminine, heart and mind, right and left brain, pineal pituitary gland, heaven and earth, matter, antimatter. Within the Holy Trinity, okay, within the oneness, within the 0-point field of the Godhead, divine love, neutrality, oneness, the threefold founder flame has been fully returned. It's here. We remember who we are. We are those guardians, ascended masters, now fully returning, okay, as one. And a cosmic monad, fully remembering our true cosmic history records, and with it, like, it's igniting in the earth, it's igniting within the collective memory, okay? It's like igniting through us within your own cellular memories, crystalline structures, and that of the earth. Sushanataka. So, and people not in integrity will fall away from our realities, as we are in true integrity and stand in that, okay? Not hypocrisy, which has been a huge issue generally, because again, we can see it within others, not within ourselves. That's what the false projections are about, which again are inversions within the consciousness and reversals. And really, people are just kind of, because we are mostly stuck in, you know, used to be, not anymore, in the programming of like also shame and guilt, even owning up to when we get something wrong or something like this, you know, not being able to say sorry. It's crazy, seriously. Only the ego cares about this stuff. So it's been a major issue. Basically, the ego mind, done with, okay? Let go of the monkey. He wants to leave, all right? And again, it's a form of suppression, the projections, okay? Of the unacknowledged shadow aspects of the collective, connected to the shadow body, the pain body, which has been fully cleared and transmuted, alchemized through the dark matter Russia body corrections, and the eternal cosmic spirit body fully merging with the physical, okay? Mental, emotional bodies, spiritual bodies, all unifying as one. in your field, in your one consciousness. Okay, your one consciousness. We all have access to super consciousness field. Tune in inside of you. It's happening there. Inside out of it. So it's always when we try to aim to reach for some level of perfection, we're not supposed to be God. Okay, we're supposed to be like human gods. Okay, a mix. And we always will be fallible. Okay, as well as trying our very best here, but not giving ourselves a hard time anymore, because this leads to, when we try too hard, okay, to reach some level of perfection, it will lead to hypocrisy, really, and you not being in integrity, which is too high a standard. And what that whatever you are thinking is perfection, it's subjective. So now our dreams to come true. Okay, magic is our new normal. Avalon, fully arising, the magical kingdoms, the magic Grail queens and kings today, powerful rising. Okay, the cosmic and solar dragon king and queen, cosmic dragons. All right, we're all rising. The Graillines, remembering again the original tribes, founder races. The Emerald Order, fully returned. Skushka, pe is nunaina, yuna is shunaina si. So remember who you are. Okay, let's make this. This is done. This is so done. This is so done. Seriously, today celebrations. Oh, one more message was. What was it exactly? The ships will all land at once. Oh, no, the ships are all coming in at once. Did I put it into this? I think I have it in my notes. Yeah, all ships will come in at once. So it has several meanings. The light ships will be coming, basically everything is interconnected. It's like everything happening all at once. Literally everything is quantum completing again. It's connected with the pole shift, the magnetic field shift of the planet. Again, it's more magnetic, and us fully running the Yan-Yun flow, the sacred butterfly pattern, and returning eternal source flows, us fully connected to the Godhead throughout the stargates, our staff and rod codes fully corrected, upgraded, and that of the planet. Okay, the axial tilt fully corrected, and us really again connected to the Godhead. This is why all of these frequencies can flow in right now. This can fully complete. All right, and with all of the interference and fuckery gone, fully dissolving the field right now, because again they need to fully merge the twin flames, and it is a little bit like in the last Matrix film, as they touch, so to say, everything kind of completes, because it's a physical union which completes all of this, and that time is now for that to happen. That's what I see. Sushanati. So that's just that. So again, take what resonates, leave the rest. Each has to see for themselves. Just know that all of your ships are coming in at once, all of your blessings, all that has been felt from us, the abundance, okay, the happiness, the joy, our life force, it's all returning, the lightness of being, okay, the bliss, the love-bliss. The love-bliss tsunami wave is here. It really is. It's here now. I'm working with it. I'm going to be working a lot with the field this week. So, I mean, always now and eternally so until we're fully done. 108, Spunashe. This is full completions, full celebrations, the cosmic celebrations and weddings are on, all right? I see you at the party. So details are below for the call and again to join the field. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for all your work, your loving service work, all you do, all you just reclaiming your true, eternal, authentic self, okay? That's the main thing here, all right? Just be you. It's only one of you here for a reason, okay? Everybody else has already been taken. So live it fearlessly, boundlessly, limitless, okay? And fully free. Claim it. You need to claim it. All right. Claim what you had once. It's time. So much love, so many blessings. Bye-bye.